Rally time. President Trump heading to steel's manufacturing mecca tomorrow to celebrate the deal with Japan's Nippon Steel to keep U.S. steel in Pittsburgh, PA.
Our next guest says the steel deal isn't just a boon for that industry, but a boon for the automotive industry as well.
Joining us now, automotive expert Lauren Fix. Lauren, you wrote about this terrific piece. This puts the hammer down in car talk for the auto business.
Yeah, this is fantastic news, actually, because Nippon Steel is going to keep U.S. steel here. It's going to be about 70,000 more jobs, and that's according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. That's a lot of jobs, but it's also a boost for the economy. You're talking about putting over $4 billion into the economy in expansions in the states that Trump won: Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Indiana, and West Virginia. Those places were going to close. So this is fantastic news, and Nippon Steel is not just a good savior for this company, giving us jobs, of course, not just union jobs, but for consumers. The steel is 30% lighter, 25% stronger, so you're going to get better fuel economy and major access to steel for all the car manufacturers, which they all love.
And Lauren, this brings the supply chain back to the United States. The Biden administration was just made a mess of the supply chains, bringing the supply chain right here with, as you say, the stronger, lighter steel. It's not only going to bring a lot of jobs, it's going to revolutionize the auto industry.
Absolutely. I mean, this is going to make it easier to get materials to manufacturing facilities. It's good for union workers. It's good for consumers, because now you should be able to actually save some money on cars. They've gotten really expensive. You constantly are talking about that. And the reason for that is because under the Biden administration, they gave millions of dollars to Cleveland-Cliffs, who had also made a bid on U.S. Steel. And they ended up closing down factories in West Virginia, Indiana, and all over the place. And it didn't make sense. And it also made cars $2,000 to $5,000 more expensive. So this will take that away. And it's going to take time, but I know once this deal goes through, it's going to be really good for the U.S. and it's good for consumers when it comes down to the price of cars. And it's good for investors as well.
Lauren, General Motors is unplugging its big EV push, so to speak, and instead is now focusing on production of V8 engines, you know, the ones that operate on gasoline. CEO Mary Barra spoke with Liz Clayman earlier today. Listen.
We're guided by where the consumer is. And, you know, we started to look a while ago saying we can't get the regulations out in front of where the customer is. What we're about is offering customers choice. And so we have great internal combustion engine or gas vehicles. We have great EV vehicles. So we're meeting the customer in the marketplace where they are.
Well, I do know that GM issued a recall of hundreds of thousands of full-size trucks and SUVs like your big GMC, your Caddy Homescalade, the Silverado 1500. It was the 6.2-liter V8. Just recently, it was like 600,000 of these vehicles. So, yeah, they're really great at making V8s, Lauren.
Well, I think they need to actually bring hybrids back. They're not doing any hybrids. They have gas and they've got electric. And they were 100% in an all-electric. And I've spoken with Mark Royce and a bunch of others, and they keep saying, we're going to coexist. We're going to make gas and we're going to make electric. But they are now putting $888 million right here in Buffalo, where I am right now, to the Tonawanda engine plant, which is one of the original engine plants for General Motors. This is good for the Buffalo area, for Western New York. We are very happy about that. But they really need to start fixing some of their issues and start thinking about it's not just about EVs, because they're not selling. And once this EV mandate goes away, which it already has, we're just waiting for the president to sign it, and that $7,500 tax credit goes away in the big, beautiful bill. I'm monitoring and hope they leave that in. But this is good, because this is going to force all the car manufacturers to build what you want rather than what they think you want or what the government tells the car manufacturers to make.
I bet you suckling at the Biden teat left a bad taste in her mouth. Lauren Fix.
Lauren, you're the best. You really have seen all this coming a long time ago. You are the best. Please come back soon.
Thank you, David and Dagan. I appreciate it.